It doesn't have anything to do with strategy. It just has to do with having a lot of talent and guys who are really competitive. So that's the combination it takes to win on the road. Experience, our guys understand the importance of making sure you don't let your guard down, in that first playoff game. So I think, I would expect tomorrow to be really competitive right from the start. We know they're going to bring a level of physicality, that we brought last game, and we got to be prepared for that. And I think, should be a great game. I think he's just pressing a little bit. He just wants so badly to do well that he's taking some bad ones. I'm not particularly concerned about it because this isn't the first time it's happened. Clay has a way of responding to mini slumps or whatever you want to call them. So the point of emphasis will be, let's make sure we get good rhythm shots early, and if we do that individually and as a team, then it puts everybody in a better position. I'm not surprised. Wiggs has shown since we've had him the last couple of years that he can be an excellent defender. He got great size, length, athleticism, and I think over the last couple of years he's just gotten more and more attentive. He's just gotten more on edge and ready for what's coming next. I think part of it is just playing with Draymond and Steph and Clay and playing with guys who've been around championship basketball and them really imploring him to be that guy for us because we desperately needed that. So, when Wiggs recognized that was the role that was needed, he really locked in and got better and better. He made some shots last game. I think the biggest thing with Jordan is he just has great confidence and belief in himself, which allows him to respond, to a bad game or a tough shooting stretch, whatever it is. We've seen him have monster games in the playoffs. We've seen him have some tough ones, but he's never afraid. He never shies away, and I think that's one of his best qualities. He's at his best when he's passionate and emotional, and I thought he played a great game the other night. He got the early tech, but he left the officials alone all night, and the play is always going to be physical in the playoffs, and being physical is part of it. So the main thing is you have to leave the officials alone, and Draymond did a good job of that. Very underrated. He's more physical than people give him credit for. He's really competitive. He sticks with the game plan. He's not afraid to stick his nose in there and be really aggressive, but he does it in a way that shows his experience. He understands where to draw the line, there have been times over the years where he's gotten himself into foul trouble, but I think he's gotten better and better in terms of not reaching and yet still being in front of his man, staying in front of his man and stopping penetration. He developed over the last 3 or 4 years, during that stretch when we played Houston and Cleveland in the playoffs, both teams would go at him constantly. And he was already a pretty good defender at the time, but I think he felt, what teams were going to do. I think that in turn informed his offseason regimen. He got stronger. I think you can see the change in his body, now compared to 6-7 years ago. And he's just upped his level of conditioning to the point where he can guard 50 screen and rolls a game and run 50 screen and rolls a game. Not many people can do that. He was in the right place at both ends. He understands spacing on offense. He understands ball movement. And then defensively, he's just a really good team defender, with his rotations, boxing out. He's an excellent rebounder. He's just a really good basketball player. And with his versatility, his size and his ability to switch across positions, he's just a hugely valuable player for us.